Assalamu alaikum, Bokai. Welcome back to the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel, the home of Gambian football. It's that time again, guys. It's the end of the month, so it means it's time for the Jollof Football Bantaba Player of the Month. So we present to you guys 4 nominees for January Player of the Month, and we do it like we always do. We present the nominees, you make the votes and decide who is the best Gambian player during that particular month. So the 4 players we nominated for the month of January are Abu Kante of Ajaccio in French League 2, Yankuba Minteh of Brighton and Hove Albion in the Premier League, Alasan Jatta of Notts County in League 2 of English football, and Musa Barrow of Al Tawoun in the Saudi Pro League. These are the 4 players we nominated for January Player of the Month. So let's dive deeper into their performance. We start with Abu Kante, who had a month to remember. He moved to France earlier this season, but it did not go smoothly as he would have loved. He struggled to get minutes. The first 7 games, he was coming off the bench. He couldn't have impact in games. And in January, the coach trusted him to give him his first start for Ajaccio, and he did not disappoint. He scored his first goal for Ajaccio in that game. Unfortunately, that game did not go for them. They lost that game, but the coach still trusts him to start him in the subsequent 3 games. So he started every single game for Ajaccio during the month of January. He played 4 games for them, scored 2 goals, created 1 assist, and helped the team to 2 wins. He scored in both their wins against Rhodes and against Cayenne. Against Cayenne, actually, he scored the winning goal, a wonderful winning goal in the 82nd minute of play with a wonderful left-footed shot to give them the win. And against Rhodes, he scored the second goal. They eventually won that game 2-1. So basically, his goal was the winning goal, and also he got the assist in their 1-1 draw in the league. So it was a very good month for Abu Kante. He hadn't had the best of start at Ajaccio, but in January, I think it's a month for him to remember, and hopefully he will kick on from this. This is why he was nominated for the Jollof Football Bantaba Player of the Month for the month of January. The next player is Yankuba Minteh. Yankuba Minteh had like I would say also his best month since he joined Brighton and Hove Albion in the Premier League. Of course, he started very well in pre-season, scored some wonderful goals in Japan here, scored a couple of goals, and also continued that when they moved back to England, scored some few more goals during the pre-season. But once the season started, he started well at Everton, but then things get slowed a little bit. He was struggling to adapt to the Premier League. The demands of the Premier League, injuries also played a part. But in January, he was absolutely exceptional. He played 5 games, even though he only started 2 of those 5 games, which I'm sure he will be disappointed with. It could have been more games to start for him, but still he had a huge impact during that time. Brighton won 3 of those 5 games he played. They lost 1 and then they drew the other one. Yankuba Minteh scored 1 goal and created a couple of assists. He produced a man of the match performance against Manchester United. I don't need to tell you guys much about that game. We all saw what he did against Manchester United. His best performance by far since he moved to Brighton and Hove Albion. I'm sure he will be disappointed that he did not follow up that performance and produce another top performance against Everton in the next game. Unfortunately, that did not happen due to some reason. But nonetheless, he was very good during the month of January. He also made his debut in the English FA Cup. That was his first FA Cup appearance against Norwich. He started that game. That was his first start for a while, and then produced one of his most mature performances, or if not his most mature performance since he moved to Brighton. He was involved in everything good going for Brighton in that game, created the second goal. He was involved in the first goal. He also had opportunities to score, but unfortunately, he left that pitch injured. But fortunately, that injury was not a big one. It just took him a week or so. Then he was back in midweek, played in the second half against Ipswich, and then that was followed by the Manchester United game where he put in an exceptional performance, a man of the match performance for Brighton. He also played a part in their draw against Arsenal earlier that month. So yeah, Yankuba Minteh had a very good month in the Premier League in terms of levels. Of course, he's at the highest level that you would want to see a player to be playing at, and then he's producing good performances. So it was a top month for Yankuba Minteh. It could have been better, definitely. I'm disappointed. Of course, the Everton game, he did not start that one, but nonetheless, it was still a very good month for him to earn a nomination in the Jollof Football Bantaba Player of the Month month. Next, we move on to Alasan Jatta, the man who cannot stop scoring goals. Yes, the Jollof Football Bantaba Player of the Month last month. That was December Player of the Month. Alasan Jatta, this guy cannot just stop scoring goals. He played 5 games during the month of January for Notts County. Notts County won 3 of those games. They lost 1 of the games. Alasan Jatta scored 2 goals and also added another assist during the month. In their most recent game against Carlisle, he scored the winning goal. He scored the only goal, a bullet header. If you haven't seen that, go to the Notts County page. Go to Jollof Football Bantaba page. We reposted that post. Wonderful header from Alasan Jatta to give them all 3 points and move them into third place in League 2. So Notts County are now occupying the 3rd automatic promotion spot. Of course, Alasan Jatta's goals have a lot to do why they are placed where they are placed on the table. He took his season tally to 16 goals so far this season in England. He has scored in all competitions that he has played in: the FA Cup, the League Cup, also the League 2 league season. He has scored 13 league goals so far this season. That puts him second in the Golden Boot race. Only one player from Stoke Low, who has 15 goals, has scored more goals in League 2 than Alasan Jatta. What a season he is having. What a time he is having with Notts County, because he started last year when he joined them for the second half of last season, had an exceptional second part of the season, scored a lot of goals for them, and then he just continued where he left off, keep scoring goals. The man cannot stop scoring, and now there are many clubs rumored to be interested in him. Notts County, they know they can make money there, but I'm sure they would not want to lose their talisman, because he can, shoot them into the League 1. He can help them gain that promotion with the form he is in with McGoldrick playing up front. They have a good partnership up there. What a month and what a season he is having with Notts County. Very consistent season Alasan Jatta is having with Notts County. One of the most consistent Gambian performers, to be honest. Yeah. And finally, we have Musa Barrow, Laka Barrow. Of course, the Saudi Pro League were on break, and then they return in January. Unlike the English League, where football just continue, they never stop. The Saudi Pro League, they had the break. Musa was back in home, the Gambia. Returned to Saudi. His first game upon returning, he scored a brace in the Saudi Pro League, taking his season tally to 9 goals, and he has not taken a single penalty so far this season. So all the goals he has scored are open play goals. So during the month of January, Musa Barrow played 5 games. Unfortunately, Altawon did not win many. They only won 1 of those games, draw 2, and then lost a couple of them. Musa Barrow, was their star of their show. That game, man of the match performance, where he scored the brace against Al Qadisiyah. Unfortunately, he did not add to those 2 goals, but those were very, very, very good goals. Another top performance from Musa. He also did well in the other games, I would say. There was time he was hitting the post, hitting the bar, and all that. Unfortunately, the ball was not going in for him. And since his goal has dried up, he has not scored in the last 2 league games. Altawon cannot win. So that tells you the importance of him in that team. Whenever he scores, they are in a pole position to win those games. But whenever he drops in form, they struggle. But yeah, he's having a very good league season with Altawon. Like I said last time, only 2 players in that league have scored more non-penalty goals than Musa Barrow, and that is Benzema, former Ballon d'Or winner, and Mitrovic, former player in the Premier League. And we know the players who are playing in the Saudi Pro League. There are some top players playing there. Cristiano Ronaldo, he's currently leading the leading goal scorer both, but 6 of his goals are penalties. He scored 9 non-penalty goals, which is similar to Musa Barrow. We have players like Sadio Mane. They are all playing there. No player other than these 2, Benzema and Mitrovic, have scored more non-penalty goals than Musa Barrow. So guys, there you have it. These are the 4 nominees for the Jollof Football Bantaba Player of the Month for the month of January. Abu Kante, Yankuba Minteh, Alasan Jatta, and Musa Barrow. Guys, let us know in the comment section who you think has been the best performing Gambian player during the month of January, guys. And of course, the winner, the player with the most vote across all our social media platforms. We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X Twitter, YouTube, and of course we are on TikTok as well. So of course the TikTok channel is not very active, but we are still trying to put things there, and gradually we will get there to entertain you guys on TikTok as well. So let us know in any platform you posted. Just cast in your vote, the player you think is the winner, and we take our time and then count every single vote in all our on all our platforms, and then the one with the most votes win. So let us know. If of course your player of choice is not on this, you can also comment which player you think should have won it. You know, there are some other players who could have been nominated. Players like Harna Rashid, yeah, he had a very good time in the Europa League, but he did not play enough time during the month. He only played 2 games. That's why, you know, he was not in the picture. But there are other players as well who have done well. Mahdi Kamara, if you want, you know, he had a decent month playing in Champions League and all that. So let us know who you think, guys, has been the best performing Gambian player during the month of January. Until we come your way again, peace out. Goodbye, my people.